The protesters' point was simple. The elite politicians and business people gathered in Davos to save the global economy were the people who caused the crisis in the first place.
Well, actually, it's the same people who came here last year and said the world economic situation is fine, and now we're in a financial crisis. Now it's the taxpayer who has to solve the whole problem. It's people like you and me who have to pay for it with their tax money.
The protesters numbered just a few hundred, but they expressed a point of view held by many people around the world. Inside the conference centre, the politicians wanted the world to know that they were taking the wheel from business. Several of the prominent figures here warned that free trade, not protectionism, is the solution.
We need to explain how regulation must apply to all players, including hedge funds. We need to explain and actually go into action mode relating to what we call the non-cooperative centres, that is those centres that do not release information about the flows of money coming in, coming out.
Back in the dark days of the Great Depression, Washington raised tariffs on thousands of foreign goods to protect American businesses. International commerce was devastated. 80 years later, President Obama faces a dilemma. If he opposes protectionist measures in his economic stimulus plan, he faces a backlash from his supporters. But if he backs them, he risks sparking a trade war.
We will resolutely fight all protectionism. We'll also act in cooperation with other countries and towards the early conclusion of WTO Doha round negotiations.
Leaders here hope to revive the Doha round of trade talks which collapsed in July. Finance ministers are planning to meet soon. But while the economic crisis has served to focus their minds, there's no guarantee they'll overcome their differences in time to avert a longer and more painful recession. Matthew Moore, Al Jazeera, Davos.